Vice President Kamala Harris reportedly has made her pick.
Yeah, sources tell the Associated Press that she selected Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate. They'll now hit the road, travel to 7 states in 5 days. And for more on this new development, we go to Doug Luzader in Washington, D.C. So, Doug, Democrats need Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania to win. They obviously believe this will help.
Well, you know, Tim Walz is someone who just a few days ago was seen as on the short list, but not very high up on it, to all of a sudden yesterday it seemed to really come down between him and Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania. So why did Walz win out? You know, they both brought different things to the table. I think Josh Shapiro from Pennsylvania was seen as someone who would bring some ideological balance to the ticket and also perhaps help deliver Pennsylvania, which is a critical swing state in this election. Walz is seen as someone that may have fit ideologically a little better with Harris, may have been closer to some of her positions there, and also seen as someone who could address voters just from the upper Midwest in general. So we're not talking about just Minnesota, but also Wisconsin and Michigan, and of course we know the role that those states play in elections as well. So it will be interesting to see what the polling looks like after this decision kind of sinks in. We will see both Harris and Walz, it sounds like, in Pennsylvania a little bit later today for their official unveiling in Philadelphia is where that's going to take place.
Right. Yeah. Walz, a military, former military, also a former teacher as well. I know he was a geography teacher for years. I'm curious, is it ever just likability? Like, is it ever, hey, we just kind of like this guy as we were talking with him? Does that ever play a role, or is it just so strategic that really comes into play in this?
Well, you know, I think the official line will always be, you know, about chemistry with one another and ability to work together and ability to govern together. But, you know, deliverables in November are always of critical importance when you select a running mate. And look, it's been argued that running mates don't play the same kind of regional role that they used to, that people really just vote for the top of the ticket. And that may be true enough. I mean, we talk a lot about running mate speculation. We talk a lot about the decision-making process, and then we kind of move on from there. But in this case, when the election looks to be as close as this one is currently based on all the polling that we've seen, you know, a running mate pick can potentially make a difference.
Yeah.
So, Doug, the info has been out there, I guess, for what, maybe an hour or so. Has former President Trump or his running mate J.D. Vance reacted yet to the announcement?
Yeah, I believe the Trump campaign has put out a statement about this, saying that this is a very, very progressive ticket, that Governor Walz is going to, you know, has been trying to turn Minnesota into California and so on. I'm paraphrasing here. But, yeah, they're already on the attack. Look, you know, this pick doesn't really surprise anyone. It certainly doesn't surprise folks at the Trump campaign.
All right, much more to come, no doubt. Doug Luzader, thank you so much.